Hey guys, I'm Nana. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to watch the event for Genshin Impact, the Chalk Prince and the Dragon. It is an old event that contains lore for Albedo. I'm very excited for it because all of the lore for him is locked behind events that are not available anymore, which is a little sad. And also his best weapon is locked behind an event, which is a confusing decision, but it already happened. So yeah, let's watch the event together and check it out.
Hey, it's Sucrose!
It indeed
Are you
is
here to explore the
sucrose.
snowy mountain too? You scared me. Please, don't scare me like that. I was giving my research report some much-needed consideration.
She was in a recent
But
event,
you were
sucrose.
just standing over there, staring into space. Not at all. I was just thinking of a name for a new subspecies of sweet flower I propagated. Oh, are you
Oh,
interested? Wonderful.
they skipped.
Next time,
No.
please allow me to show you the fruits of my work. It's a shame. If I wasn't coming to this mountain, I would have brought some samples with me. Yeah. Weren't you doing research in the city? How come you're here? Timaeus and I were helping Albedo organize research data. Timaeus just left, in fact. You didn't run into him?
This is after
Sure
Albedo's
didn't.
story quest,
He
right?
said that he wasn't as sharp as Albedo when it came to data. By quite a long shot, in fact. The significance of some things Albedo is able to grasp almost immediately, but we, on the other hand, take considerable time. I fear that this must be the difference in our knowledge and experience showing. Timaeus seemed rather depressed about the matter. He said he was going to take a walk, so I'm currently settling the leftover affairs myself.
Feels like he's
I
just
was
leaving her
originally
high and
going to
dry.
take a look around myself after finishing up here, but unexpectedly, I gleaned some interesting data from these reports.
Okay.
But, well, guess my search for secrets will have to wait. Secrets? Ooh, what secrets?
It's not food, Paimon. Don't worry.
Actually, do you two have time right now? Don't have anything on us but that. Then, could I ask you for a favor? In truth, I feel like Albedo is concealing something from myself and Timaeus.
Isn't he always
But
concealing
isn't
something?
he your teacher? What would a teacher have to hide from his students?
A lot of things.
That's true, but I feel like he's always hiding something. It is my personal guess that it is some great secret of alchemy.
Huh.
Wait, how are you so sure? Timaeus and I are both passionate researchers of alchemy. If it was anything else, Albedo wouldn't have any reason to hide it from us. You do have a point. Could you help me investigate what it is that Albedo's hiding? Please. I'm just too curious.
Poor sucrose.
What do you think?
If the lady wishes it, we shall do it.
Thank you, thank you. All right. Let's take a little trip, shall we?
It's been a while since Oh, Festering Desire. I was gonna say it's been a while since I heard this song.
Albedo!
That's a weapon as well. Hey there, it's us again.
Why are you here? Are you lost?
Nope.
No, we're not.
Sucrose commissions us to probe your first secrets.
Hey, what are you doing?
That's too honest.
Mission calls for a delicate approach.
We were not fooling him either way.
Sure, but still.
Actually, you've arrived at just the right moment. I have business with you too, in fact.
Okay.
Here, catch.
Huh? What's this?
As you can see, it is a sword.
Oh, that's Festering
I
Desire.
did not make the sword. However, I did add some alchemical touches to it.
I wish I could get
Would you like to
it.
try it out?
It's very good for
My research
Furina.
indicates that this sword has some unique properties. Only you can use it, but I need to gather data from it quite urgently. So, could I bother you to use it in battle?
Wait a second. How can there be a sword that only one person can use?
Any adverse side
Very
effects?
astute of you. This sword has indeed had a curse laid upon it. An ordinary person would be unable to wield it at all. However, you are an exception.
Cursed sword seems familiar.
Or perhaps I should say that only you are immune to the curse. As such, who could I find to help me if not you?
I think it was
Only
Kazuha's
gain
story
little from
quest.
saying more. Go find some monsters nearby.
Oh, I love the music in
After
Dragon
all,
Spine.
Some things are best discovered through practice.
Dragon Spine is one of my favorite
Now
regions, not gonna
that's
lie.
rich. treasure hoarders calling us thieves?
Oh,
They
please
certainly
bombs.
arrived quickly.
Wait, you're the thief they were talking
Goodness,
about?
no.
They seem to have been talking about this sword. What's going on?
Why are you looking at me like that? Of course I didn't steal the sword.
Are you sure
Not
about
long ago,
that?
the knights caught a band of treasure hoarders outside the city. The goods they were smuggling were also impounded. This sword was one of those items. We believed it to be stolen plunder, but no one came to claim it. Nor could we find out where it came from, so it languished in our stores. I noticed it quite by chance while in our storehouse. To tell you the truth, such an old sword would see little use outside of alchemy.
It's
You
really cool
claimed
looking.
it for yourself, just like that?
I mean, nobody came back
So,
for it.
then what happened? You just took it with you?
Indeed. And I initially intended to perform some experiments on it, but I unexpectedly discovered its true origins in the process. This ancient-looking weapon once passed through the hands of a now-deceased blacksmith. It is a legendary, magical sword.
It is. Kazu has story quest.
It is said that the smith vanished not long after creating the weapon, with the weapon subsequently becoming lost to time. Working backwards from its eventual fate as plunder, one can guess that it was then stolen by the treasure hoarders, where it remained in obscurity till recently.
The blacksmith who made this weapon disappeared? That's kinda spooky. No wonder it's cursed.
Exactly.
To think that humans can make such a weapon.
Do you know the story of Durin in this mountain?
I
Durin
think
is
I
the
heard
black dragon
about
who
it.
menaced Mondstadt, before finally being defeated by the combined efforts of Dvalin and
It's
the
not like
Animo Archon Barbados.
during a
After a fierce battle,
similar
the
to
vanquished
Albedo in a
Durin
way.
crashed to ruin here, falling into the thick snow. Snow gathers atop this mountain and never melts, which is a most curious phenomenon. Which leads one to wonder, was Durin's fall here purely by chance, or was it intent?
Could it really have been intent?
Maybe.
Perhaps this place was chosen as a gravesite precisely so that the snow's power could seal the corrosive toxin coming from Durin's body.
Oh,
It seems
yeah.
plausible that Barbados would think of such a method.
Huh. Was Barbados such a capable god?
Well, these are just my postulations. I don't have any evidence. But what's for certain is that this mountain and Durin are deeply intertwined. In fact, I believe that the very sword in your hand has Durin's remains in it.
A dragon's remains?
So that's why the curse.
Indeed. The dragon's eyes, claws, and scales ground into dust before being used to coat the blade. In this way, Durin's corruption and venom entered into the sword and became the source of its power. This is very advanced craftsmanship. I presume that having successfully forged the weapon, the smith must have tried it out themselves in their joy. But using the sword in battle would have allowed the corruption to seep through the blade's handle and into their bodies. Ordinary mortals cannot withstand such power. The blacksmith must then have fled, driven mad by the curse, before meeting their end in some unknown place.
I hope we get to know which place they found their demise. It would be interesting if it was
You've purified
Dragonspine.
Dvalin's tears before,
We did.
which is a very rare ability indeed. This ability has protected you from being corrupted or poisoned, and you can completely eliminate their effects, which is
Isn't that like the Durin stuff, the thing that we do in Dragonspine? It's been so long since I did the Dragonspine story. Like, I was literally starting the game. I need to revisit that part again. But I think that all of the corruption stuff around the chests in Dragonspine is related to Durin, if I'm not mistaken. But you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I do need to revisit Dragonspine stuff, though. I still have the VOD from it because I did explore Dragonspine with viewers back then, so it's such a throwback. Dragonspine is still one of my favorite areas in the game.
why you and only you can properly wield the sword.
Still, this sword really is huge. Yikes!
What is wrong?
It's glowing!
It's magic.
As far as I'm concerned, this is where the real experiment begins. This sword is still very weak at present. However, it is able to absorb energy, and through that, it is able to constantly become stronger. In some sense, you could even say that it is a living thing. Well then, traveler, adventure with it to your heart's content. I need you to help it grow.
I wish I
believe that we
could.
will soon have all the proof that we need.
But unfortunately, I don't have the sword. And I never will. Festering desire. That was very quick. It's a very quick question.
Albedo!
You're back.
We've been working hard on the sword, you know. Check it out!
Indeed. It is as I thought. This sword grows stronger as you use it in battle.
I thought that only applied to people.
And that's precisely what makes it special.
Yeah, because it's a magic sword.
Yes. I should mention a more important matter first. I've investigated the area nearby, and I've discovered some unusual signs.
It's not more thieves, is it?
But aren't we real thieves here?
That's true.
We are not.
I believe that these strange traces require investigation. Whether it be thieves or something else, we shall investigate, and we shall find out.
I love the drawing of the Hilichiro in the back. Archon's rival. So is that Durin?
Lots of human activity here, that's for sure. Looks like more than one person, too.
Certainly seems like treasure hoarders.
So they have a camp here. Huh. Here to steal, just as usual.
No
It would be rather
places free
convenient
of
to
them.
rob adventurers who come up here, yes.
It's survival of the fittest here on this mountain, huh?
Ah,
All that
depends.
stealing, though, and still every last one of them still poor as dirt.
I wonder if we should feel sorry for them. Perhaps this is their fate.
Anyone who calls us thieves gets no pity from Paimon.
I mean, Paimon.
Who's that?
Oh,
Who are these sniveling sneaks snooping around our camp?
shit.
We're busted!
And the guy is very angry
The
and...
Fatui.
Oh,
And
Fatui.
they chose to attack us within the treasure hoarders' camp. Did they follow us here?
Maybe they were following the treasure hoarders.
Did you go rile them up while we weren't looking?
Did you?
Why? I never.
Maybe it's something we all did then.
I think the Fatui are looking for this sword.
Weren't you keeping the sword super secret? How did you know it existed?
The Fatui is just
Perhaps they
Tin
caught
Rocket
sight
at
of
this
you
point.
using it on the mountain. If their eyes are any good, they'll definitely have seen how this sword stands out from the rest.
It's very true. It's
They really
glowing
want
in purple.
everything, don't they?
Not quite, no.
I remember hearing more about their...
The
Oh,
Fatui are collecting things related to the Archons. This, I believe, is known to you.
Huh. Now that you mention it, we did hear Master Diluc say that.
Durin is the sworn enemy of the Animo Archon, and had power comparable to his. To say that it could rival the Archons, or was related to them, neither is an overstatement.
no wonder they set their sights on the sword.
Yes.
I made a new discovery while sketching nearby. There's an area up ahead that's quite remarkable. Its ley lines flow differently from any other. Nearby monsters have been attracted to it and have fallen under its influence. As a result, their constitutions have come to far surpass others of the same kind.
That seems convenient. Well, we're here to help this sword grow, aren't we? Might as well go try it out on those monsters.
Have you kind of
Precisely
bad for
my
the
intention.
Hilichiros?
Oh, and do remember to observe how various enemies affect the sword differently while you're at it, please.
So how did it feel?
Sword's power has increased.
I have a hypothesis concerning this. Each time the sword absorbs power from the bodies of fallen enemies, it will resonate with Durin's remains, hidden somewhere on this mountain.
So it works differently
Oh,
outside
yay!
of Dragon
That sounds
Spine?
amazing.
If my theory proves correct, this could mean that all the monsters here may be resonating with Durin's body.
Why would they do that?
I fear this may have to do with the origin of these monsters' powers. Durin is no ordinary beast. Even though it is long dead, the entire mountain is still held in thrall by its corpse. The dragon's mysterious power may itself be a form of curse. We still don't have enough information. If we wish to understand more data is required. And this is where you come in.
I do need to revisit the story of Dragon Spine.
Time.
I have some research work that needs settling, so we will have to work separately for now. let's meet up again near the broken bridge.
Oh, they were very quick, the little stories.
We're back! Oh, hey, does he have a guest over?
Familiar one at that.
Yes.
Cyrus!
Perhaps it is too soon to ask our greenhorns to come adventuring.
It's been a while
here.
since I've seen
But
Cyrus.
adventure is nothing if it is not about pushing our limits. What is a journey without struggle, without excitement?
Bro, it takes
This place may
adventure
be
too serious.
infested with wicked hilichurl bandits and knee-deep snow, but an adventurer must never stop pressing forward.
Is Albedo trying to stop him?
Cyrus, to the point, please.
Oh, it's Cyrus, not Cyrus.
Come, come. The beauty of a chat lies in the journey, not the destination. Just like an adventure.
Got a
Even
point.
if you are robbed blind and must give up on your encampment, you can start a fire and cook a meal in the frigid snow. This journey up the mountain will be an unforgettable one for all our newcomers.
You gonna take an expedition?
Yes.
They may resent me, or even hate me. But in the future, they will think back upon this moment with hearts full of gratitude. For this was the day that the spirit of adventure was passed on. to
Albedo
them.
is not having it today.
Oh, yes. Go on.
Oh, brother.
He does not
Albedo's
care.
at it again. He's always so cold when the topic doesn't catch his fancy.
He isn't interested in
He
adventures.
sure is interested in you, though.
Oh, what is the implication there,
Should
Paimon?
we say that our newcomers are too green, or that the mountain is too mighty? We have taken great losses this time.
What? What do you mean, great losses?
Oh, you must be.
What's up, Cyrus?
Long time no see.
There's a treasure hoarder in the back.
The young adventurer and her companion. It is my pleasure to see you here. I trust these frigid ascents have not given you too much trouble?
We can take anything it has to throw at us.
Hey, so let me just say, Dragonspine is the perfect place to take Dia. So if you guys have Dia, you take her to Dragonspine. Like, that's one use that you can have for her. And for Lini, if you have Lini, you can use Dia as well. If I had Dia, I would use her with Lini, but I don't. And I hope it continues like that because I don't want to lose my 50-50. But if she comes on the standard banner, I'll be fine with that. I just remember that because I was talking actually about it today on my Discord server about the being good for Dragonspine. Yeah, I just remembered that. I remember doing one quest in Dragonspine about like somebody being lost in there, and I remember Cirrus being involved.
Ha ha! Good, good. I love your confidence. But you must be here on some important duty, braving the wind and snow like this.
We are.
I came here to gather the latest data on hilichurls and asked her to serve as my assistant.
He's lying. Is that how you went? It's not.
I see. A gathering of people chasing their dreams and ideas.
I don't know
is it?
how. Traveler's not
Then
cold.
I wish you all the best. Farewell for now. I must go see to our new recruits.
Don't put them in danger.
Looks like we've made a discovery.
Albedo is keeping Sirius in the dark.
It is a magical sword after all.
That is very true.
Understandable that he doesn't want other people to know about it.
Paimon has a point.
I am listening, you know.
Somehow. Should I not ask?
There is no should or shouldn't here. I can answer your questions,
Oh, he's so cute.
but not right now. Right now, I have more pressing matters on hand.
Pressing matters. Let Paimon guess. We've got a part to play in it too, huh?
You're getting smarter, Paimon.
Hey, Paimon will have you know that she's always been smart.
That is not
I
true.
have discovered some new habitats nearby with different monster types. I believe they will provide us with similarly varied data.
You sure love your research, don't you?
Perseverance is key to research, and persistence is the basis of the alchemist's art. So, are you ready? Then let us go.
It's kind of a shame that Albedo is not as used. Raiders amidst snow mist.
It seems that no one is here.
Do monsters go out to run errands too?
Well then, would you like to take a look around before they return? Or shall we rest a while here?
How does a rest
Just
and
what I
leisure
was
talk?
thinking.
So we're having a chat now? Paimon wants in.
No, you're
I
gonna
know
talk
you
about
must have
food.
questions, whether it be about me or about this entire situation. As I said before, I will answer them, but I will not deceive you. There are some things I cannot go into detail on. On these matters, you'll have to permit me to summarize a bit.
Huh. Guess Albedo can be pretty straightforward when he wants to be.
More earnest than I expect for sure. Is that a Hilichurl?
What?
Are you making those strange noises, Albedo?
What do you think?
Paimon?
And why aren't you asking Albedo, huh?
Ah, Hilichurls!
Did you see that? That Hilichurl ran off while holding onto something that looks like a book.
I did not see it.
That's not
Oh
good.
my god.
That was my sketchbook.
Thinks it's just your run-of-the-mill thief, really.
Maybe he wants to learn to
Think
draw.
I dared to steal my sketchbook. Quite bold, this one.
Go after it.
Looks like Albedo's got a frosty temper.
I'll lend you a hand.
Albedo, how's the sketchbook situation?
It's all right. A few pages were destroyed, but most of it is intact.
Aw.
The temperature in the snowy mountain is sub-zero. It can reach extremely low temperatures, especially near that cavern.
Maybe they wanted
What
to see
makes
the
matters worse is that
drawing.
the Hilichurls have drooled all over the pages.
Oh my god.
To leave wet paper in such low temperatures, it's too dreadful to imagine.
Why were they drilling on the
Frozen paper is
sketchbook?
so brittle. It doesn't take much for it to fall apart, huh?
Fortunately, you knew how to piece it back
No
together.
wonder you're an alchemist. Such an ingenious mind. If the sketchbook had been severely damaged, you'd be furious, wouldn't you?
Hmm.
What leads you to believe that?
You told us there's a lot of drawings and notes inside.
I must admit, I bring the sketchbook everywhere I go.
But to be furious is a
However,
different thing.
I wouldn't fly into a rage over such a thing.
Yep, yep.
Had I not been able to salvage it, I would just draw everything again.
Huh. How pragmatic of you.
If it happened to me, I'd get
Is
mad.
that so?
After all, you put a lot of
That's
effort in
right.
your drawings. Think of all the memories. Such mementos shouldn't be easily abandoned.
All well said. You took the words out of Paimon's mouth.
Let him think the way he thinks.
You're right. Redrawing everything would be a tedious endeavor.
If you like to draw, why would it be
Especially since you're
tedious?
so talented, right? You've mastered so many skills and gathered so much knowledge that other people can only dream of. But such talented people sometimes forget about that. It's one of the downsides of being smart, isn't it?
Albedo also praised your smarts,
Without a
Paimon.
doubt. Paimon is an interesting creature.
Paimon forgets about the little things too.
Aw, don't put Paimon on the spot when it comes to wisdom.
Changing the subject, Cyrus told me that the Hilichurls from this mountain attack and rob adventurers.
Uh-huh.
The place we visited should be one of their camps.
Villagers in this area are strong.
The Hilichurls here are way stronger than the ones at the bottom of the mountain.
I can't disagree. I assume this must be related to the dragon.
So they get a buff.
The corruptive power emanating from Durin's remains is making the monsters stronger, which, in tandem with the frigid climate, depopulated some mountain areas. Can you take out the sword, traveler? Each time, this sword was absorbing
I thought it
power
was my
and storing
PC,
it
but
within
apparently like the
itself.
video is cutting the audio.
Thanks to your purification, the corruptive power of the dragon's blood seems to be all gone now.
I went back to check.
It's a very interesting phenomenon.
It's not the first time we've done something like that. We're experts.
I always wondered what purification was capable of. I knew you were capable of doing it, but seeing it with my own eyes is a unique experience.
Power absorbing sword must be quite
Indeed.
dangerous.
I can't say it's the safest of weapons.
Seems to work just
Lucky
fine
that It
though.
wasn't snatched away by those Hilichurls. Otherwise, we'd be done for.
Aren't the Fatui bigger threat?
Hilichurls are a threat too.
I mean,
What if that power could turn them into ultra Hilichurls?
Ultra Hilichurls!
Demon Hilichurls!
Ultra demons, no man
No,
Hilichurls.
man. Now you've ruined the game. Anyway, about the sword.
Bigfoot
It's so
Hilichurls.
powerful. Can't it absorb your energy as well, Albedo?
Would you like to try it out?
Oh wow, that's
Such a
menacing.
cold gaze.
It's fine. After all, I still hope you'll continue to use this sword.
You still trust us? Even though this sword is so dangerous?
Well, that was unexpected.
How does one thing relate to the
You
other?
say one thing, but do another. Paimon can never tell what's really on your mind.
I have no idea what you're talking about. But if you want to know why I trust you, it might be because
He's in
the
love.
unusual ones like us share a certain degree of understanding.
Unusual ones?
Lonely individuals. Those who aren't like ordinary people. Just like, you and me.
Is he implying something? It's love. I'm just kidding. I love Albedo though, as a character. And he's like very cute, like his official art is always really pretty.
Is he out investigating something? Or maybe he went to make some mysterious drawings.
Oh, it's you.
Hey, Sucrose.
Oh, if it isn't Sucrose, what are you doing here?
I'm in the final stage of my research. I have 5 hours and 26 minutes of leisure time today.
Damn.
So I came here looking for you to inquire about previously discussed matters.
You tell time very accurately. Are you a human clock?
Is Sucrose
No,
human?
it's nothing worth your praise.
It's like she has
You're too kind.
like animal ears?
That wasn't a compliment.
Huh.
Can I ask you a question, Traveler? I made a request regarding investigating Mr. Albedo's secret. Have you made any progress?
In a way we did.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's been over a week since we talked about it.
I thought you'd forgotten about
What?
it.
Over a week? I clearly...
She was too engrossed in her own research.
I've
Oh,
been so absorbed in my
that's exactly
research.
what I was gonna say.
That matter of ours had completely slipped my mind.
How can your sense of time be so strong and so weak at the same time?
That would be me. I never
So,
remember what day of the week it
Do you
is.
know what it is?
My.
It's great. Could you tell me?
What do you think, Paimon?
Telling her shouldn't really matter. She can take a look too. Just no touching.
Oh yeah, Faster in
Wait.
Desire.
What are you talking about?
About the weapon.
What's this?
This is Albedo's secret.
It's a super powerful sword. Don't touch it with your bare hands.
This is... this is... I've never seen...
Look all you want. Not sure why, but even Paimon feels a strange sense of achievement.
After telling Sucrose a story about the sword,
Astounding! It's the first time I've heard of such a mysterious weapon. I can faintly feel the power coursing through the sword. It's like a living creature.
Is it such a distinct feeling?
This may be due to my alchemist training. I don't dare to say anything for sure, but the flow of power is very noticeable. Although this description isn't the most precise. Normally I wouldn't define things like that. Please believe me, I don't usually use such ambiguous terms.
Okay, we got it.
Traveler, could you use this sword in battle?
I mean,
I'd like
we're
to
doing
learn
it,
more
I
about
guess.
But I'm unable to use it myself.
Let's look around for the right spot.
All right, we're showing Sucrose what we can do with the sword. Uninvited guests. The Fatui, maybe?
Remarkable. This weapon is like no other. You're also extraordinary. No matter if it's your fighting stance or the momentum of your swing, it's perfect.
You flatter me,
This
madame.
sword is special. I didn't want to go too deep into the research, and yet I couldn't take my eyes off of it.
Well, Paimon thinks that's one of your own special qualities, not the sword's.
Clearly this is a mysterious yet dangerous and enticing sword. Mr. Albedo must have great confidence in you to have entrusted you with such an important item.
Well, you've earned his trust with your abilities.
I agree with Paimon.
What if he didn't
However,
want her to know about
The
it,
sword
though?
hadn't absorbed much energy before it was handed to you. Huh. How did Mr. Albedo recognize its uniqueness among a pile
Maybe
of other
the
items in storage?
energy.
A flash of brilliance often doesn't make sense. For example, Paimon's appetite for sticky honey roast.
Which reminds me, I didn't eat much today.
Same,
I went looking
Sucrose.
for you
I'm
right after
hungry.
completing my experiment. Then, on the way, I ran into an adventurer trapped in the snow. I spent quite some time saving him.
We should eat. Did your stomach just rumble?
No, it's not like that.
You don't have to
Be
lie.
so shy. Just say what's on your mind.
Let's eat.
Let Paimon help you out. Paimon's hungry. We should grab something to eat.
I am also hungry, like for real.
I'm hungry. I could really go for a... Oh. I'm just a little embarrassed.
Nothing to be ashamed of. Admitting that you're hungry makes the food taste better.
Why would you be embarrassed of saying you're hungry?
Is that so?
Of course! Let's get moving. There must be some food back at the camp. It'd be lovely to have some sticky honey roast to keep us warm in this icy weather.
Reckless Pallid.
Mr. Pallid,
What is happening with
still
you?
haven't gone back?
Isn't that the hot-headed adventurer from
Oh.
Mondstadt? Did he come here with Cyrus to explore the snowy mountain too?
So Cruz was probably saving him.
Freezing.
Or maybe
Have you been
he
here
is
since I rescued you from the
a
snow pit?
fatui.
I wanted to leave, but I got lost. I'm sorry.
He's suspicious.
It's so cold that I can't move.
Mr. Pallid, a trip to this mountain requires solid preparation. You shouldn't have treated it so lightly.
We'll take him back down?
I'd appreciate the assistance. I'm afraid that, in his current state, he won't be able to walk on his own.
Don't they think that's
Even if
suspicious?
we won't just leave him here, right?
You're right. My apologies, Traveler. I'm sure he feels bad about the situation.
He's the least of your concerns right now. You should be worried about yourself.
Maybe he is not the sus one. It's the fatui.
You must have already figured out why we're here.
Yeah, for the
We
weapon.
won't let you go unless you give us that sword.
They always keep getting
Please
beaten
don't
up.
give them the sword.
That's the spirit. Let's knock him down.
Mr. Pallid, I'll take you to a safe place, quickly.
It's so funny that the fatui keeps getting bitten and still
So
fights the
naive.
traveler.
We won't let any witness escape. This sword will make a fine gift for Her Excellency, Harbinger Senora!
Oh, Senora. Rest in peace, girl.
I heard the ruckus and came over to check. So it was you who made all this noise.
Yeah, we were fighting the
What
fatui.
happened? Did you get into a fight?
I replied before you
Mr.
asked.
Albedo, I didn't mean to.
Aren't you supposed to be organizing documents? Why did you come here all of a sudden? And you got into a fight with such a dangerous opponent in this terrain.
I also got into a fight. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
No, even Paimon feels guilty.
I'm sorry. I was just passing by.
Huh. I reckon you've been led astray by yet another thing that attracted your attention.
I thought so cross about the sword. My
You
bad.
told her everything?
We just told her about the sword's properties and origin. We didn't let her touch it. We know better than that.
Yeah, we should not have told her though.
Never mind. We couldn't have kept her in the dark for too long anyway.
Albedo should have said it.
Sucrose is naturally drawn to obscure knowledge and mystery. She is great alchemist material indeed.
I promise I won't be causing trouble anymore. I swear on the quadruple-sized sweet flower seed I just propagated.
It's not trouble that worries me. I'm only concerned with your safety. You must be more careful next time.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's going on with that adventurer crouching over there?
He's freezing.
I took it upon myself to protect Mr. Pallid during the battle. He should be all right.
I'm freezing.
He must have caught a cold during the fight.
During the
Consider that
fight? What?
possibility. It's my oversight. My apologies.
He has been in the
Albedo,
cold for a
I'll check on him.
while.
Sure.
If he got sick, it was because he was in the mountain,
Sucrose may
stuck
seem a bit
somewhere.
rigid, but she's a good kid with a heart of gold.
I wouldn't call her a kid if I were your size.
That girl. Let her out of your sight, and she winds up in the strangest places.
It's just what young people do
True.
in general. So Cross didn't mean to cause
Don't worry,
trouble.
I'm not angry.
Huh. There seems to be a shiny thingy on the sword.
Shiny thingy.
Another change. The sword's power is much stronger than before. How did that happen?
We fought with Fatui?
There were some ferocious characters among those Fatui soldiers. We've never seen them before.
So it's the energy it's never encountered before. Had caused the sword to greatly grow in strength.
So cold.
stronger.
Oh, he's gonna see the sword.
Fire?
Oh, that's not good.
Warmth! Wait!
Oh. Did the power transfer somewhere else? Oh! It's the Cryo Regisvine? No, it's not a... Is it? It is a Cryo Regisvine.
That Regisvine was brought back to life.
Interesting.
The dragon's power. The dragon's life force can revive withered plants and empower them to such a degree. Inconceivable.
How could a dead tree stem turn out to be such a monster?
Because of the power that we gathered.
Got swallowed. Anyway, why hasn't anything like that happened before?
Most probably it's because the sword fell to the ground. The impact must have caused its power to leak out.
It's my fault. Don't make me leave, I beg you. I promise I'll stay put.
It's fine.
Mr. Pallid, there's no need to go into a fetal position.
This cryoregisvine, having originally withered up and died here, is it because it hadn't been able to absorb the ambient corruption?
Is it
After
not
you
coming back to
purified
life
the
anymore?
corruption, the resulting pure elemental energy not only revived it, but also enhanced it. Pure life force will cause it to constantly regenerate itself,
Oh.
together with its fighting spirit.
Situation looks worse than expected.
I also haven't encountered any similar incidents. Yet, I must admit that a phenomenon of this rarity, although unexpected, is a valuable discovery.
Yeah, there's a lot of research
Sucrose.
to do.
Yes?
Keep an eye on that adventurer. Take him back to the
Because
camp.
now they can bring
Yes,
stuff
sir.
back to life
As for
with the
matters
power.
at hand, I beg your pardon, traveler, but I must ask for your further assistance.
I'll do what I can to help.
Such an unexpected mess. And we're the only ones who can clean it up. It must be because we keep outdoing ourselves.
What is she even talking about? Okay.
We're back! It's us again!
Traveler, Paimon, welcome back.
Paimon's already used to meeting Albedo like that. We're back! It's us again!
Traveler, Paimon, welcome back.
Paimon's already used to meeting Albedo like that.
I fulfilled your
Thank
request.
you so much. I knew I could count on you.
Count on me to help you.
Naturally, you were crucial to my research.
Yeah, we have been helping all this time.
Glad to hear that.
I'll never forget your kindness.
Should be powerful enough, right?
More or less. But tell me, how do you feel?
Same mode.
Good. There's no side effects, no corruption or poison.
Hmm.
Looks like I've been correct all along.
So this sword can only be used by people that are not from TVAD? Is that what it means?
How do you like the sword?
It's a nice weapon.
Is
It's
that
no
so?
good?
Regardless,
What do you mean?
it's reached the desired state.
Why are you holding the sword? Albedo, what are you trying to do? Don't mess around!
I want to extract the purified life force from within it.
Huh.
Can this force exist outside of the sword?
What's impossible for some might be just within my reach. All done.
Wow, this energy looks like a ball of light!
How did he do it?
You put it into a mysterious bottle!
This sword might not be a divine weapon, but it'll make a fine memento. I hope it can be of some help during your travels.
You don't need it anymore?
I needed it for the sake of my research. I've already obtained the results of the experiment. This sword belongs to you, a person who knows how to use it.
You know how to use a
Thank
sword
you
too,
for your
Albedo.
assistance with completing this research. Well then, goodbye. This dragon's life force resonates with me. Not because it's a dragon, but because I am... me.
What do you mean?
Granddaughter, master, Is this your creation? The giant dragon Durin? Was the two of us meeting really a good thing?
Traveler in you? That is so confusing. I think from what I gathered, Albedo is also not human. I don't remember if there were any mentions in his story quest about that, but... Huh, he was created by someone, right? So, why was he talking about Durin being created by his master as well? That is a lot of questions. That was more confusing than I expected. But it was very interesting to know the origin of the sword, Festering Desire, and getting to hear more about Albedo. I think there's more events about him, so I'm very excited for that. But yeah, thank you for watching this video with me, guys. I am very excited to continue watching the other events, and yeah, I need to revisit Dragon Spine because I forgot a lot of the things that happened. Because when I played it, I was like AR, I think I was AR like 16. I just had hit enough AR to explore with other people and I explored on stream. So I will most likely revisit Dragon Spine so I can absorb the story in a different way. But yeah, that's about it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!